Hi, everyone. I'm Kristen Van de Greens, and I'm the program manager for the Talent Forward program. And today I want to talk to you about using SWPP funding for your business. So first of all, what's SWPP funding? So SWPP stands for the Student Work Placement Program. This is a wage subsidy program that helps employers with hiring students. So the government has created this program to create more placements for students who are enrolled in post-secondary across Canada. So SWPP funding, it is federal funding and it's open to Canadian businesses and nonprofits. Now, unfortunately, if you are a financial institute or a post-secondary government, you may not be eligible for this funding. Funding is offered and it's managed through 12 specialized industry delivery partners. And we have a list here of some of the different SWPP partners. So there's a couple programs that offer more general wage subsidy programs, such as Magnet and the Talent Opportunities Program. There's also several SWPP partners that focus on creating digital roles for students under Technation and Will Digital. And you'll notice that some of the partners are more specialized. So there's a funding partner focused on biotalent, on aerospace, on electricity. So we really encourage you to take a look at the list and figure out what SWPP partner might be the best option for you to work with. So how much is the subsidy? The subsidy is generally 50%, and so you can get up to $5,000 in a wage subsidy for your student. If your student is an underrepresented group, you may actually be eligible for up to 70%, so up to $7,000. In terms of what is an underrepresented group, it is going to vary a little bit from depending on the SWPP partner that you're working with. But just some examples might be women in STEM, so science, technology, engineering, mathematics, Indigenous students, newcomers to Canada, students with disabilities, visible minorities, or even first-year students. So understanding eligibility. So every SWPP funding partner might have different eligibility criteria, but these are the common eligibility criteria that we do see across funding partners. So generally, you need to be a registered Canadian business or a nonprofit. You need to be looking to hire a domestic student. So that means that the student is either going to be a Canadian citizen, a permanent resident, or they might have refugee status, and they have to be enrolled in part-time or full-time studies. Unfortunately, this means that international students would not be eligible to be hired under this funding model. Part-time or full-time roles may be eligible, and you cannot be receiving any other federal funding for this specific role that you're looking to hire for. So you can't put together SWPP funding and Canada Summer Jobs or cruise funding into the same role. So it has to just be SWPP funding can be the only type of federal funding applied to the role. And lastly, you generally need to be able to upfront the salary costs associated with paying the student for the duration of their placement. So how do you apply? So again, the application process is going to be processed through the delivery partner that you select. So first of all, take a look at those SWPP delivery partner lists that we provided and see which eligibility criteria you match. This is really important that you do this first to make sure that you understand the type of role and the type of student that you would be looking to hire for this role. Generally, the next step is that you're going to recruit and select a student that you want to work with. Once you have your student in place, you're going to submit your employer application forms that will have different information on your business so that the funding partner can decide whether or not you meet their criteria. So once the funding partner has approved your employer aspect of your application, they're generally going to ask you to have your student now confirm eligibility with them as well. And generally, students don't start work until the application is approved. We wanted to note that funding is actually provided at the end of the placement. So again, you will need to pay the student upfront, and then at the end, you'll be providing documentation to the delivery partner to show proof that you've had the student working for you for the duration of the placement. Managing SWEP funding, it can be a little bit complex at times. So if you did want to get some support at Talent Forward, we are really happy to work with businesses to help you figure out which funding you may be eligible for. So please feel free to reach out to us. You can find us at the BC Chamber /Talent Forward for more information on our free advising service, or you can contact us directly at the email listed below. Thanks for watching.